Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's daily news time once again. We've got a little bit of an absence because, you know, stranded in Porto and all that. But we're back here now. We've had the weekend. Me and Paul both got sick because, you know, we spent 4 days together in a tiny little room. Draw your own conclusions. Liverpool will seek to reward Sadio Mane with improved contract. Comes after a hat-trick away against Porto in the Champions League. We've not had time to gloat about it on this channel, so I'm going to do it now. It's still fresh in my memory because, you know, trapped in Porto and all that. So, Senegal winger, Champions League hat-trick hero, seen as an essential part of the squad going forwards. We think we know that. It's Sadio Mane at the end of the day, isn't it? And here's the thing with Sadio Mane, he's not been in as good form as last season, and yet a small sort of tactical tweak seems to have enabled him to turn the corner in recent weeks. Let's hope that he can continue that vein of form now, because Sadio Mane is a devastating front three player for us. He's not getting the plaudits because you've got Mo Salah, you've got Roberto Firmino, but as far as front threes go, is there a more fearsome front three in world football at the moment? Cough, Barcelona maybe, cough. But not in England, certainly. So Liverpool looking to extend Sadio Mane's contract. Current deal runs out in 2021, but is set to be increased to mark the contribution he has made since his £30 million switch from Southampton in June 2016. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Rumours already that it's going to take him up to around about £160,000 a week basic, and I'd expect add-ons to be inserted much like Bobby Firmino's. You know, a couple of weeks ago, was it, Bobby Firmino's contract details were leaked, apparently. So at the moment, Bobby's earning about 85 grand a goal. No wonder he's got a big smile on his face. 12 goals so far, split between Premier League and Champions League, puts him one behind his total from last season. Who'd have thought that? Isn't that a bit nuts, like? 13 goals he scored last season, he's on 12, and everyone thought he was having a shocker. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, I can't wait to get this one signed up. We'll move on to the next story. Danny Ings has been studying Roberto Firmino for months. Now, if Danny Ings, if and when Danny Ings scores a goal this season for Liverpool, I expect the double kung fu kick from Danny Ings, because if he's been studying, he's got to be studying all facets of his game, and the double kung fu kick was prevalent last week in Porto, wasn't it? So I'm definitely want to see that. But no, the interview on LiverpoolFC.com actually, he's talking about it. From the moment I started training back with the lads, I tried to learn every day, especially from Bobby. He is a fantastic player with the way he plays and the amount of work he does for the team, not just on the ball, but off the ball as well. They are the things I have to look at and learn from, and that's what I did over the other months. So, Si, I'm just going to highlight this. Not just on the ball, but off the ball as well. Kung fu kick. Exactly. Being back and training with them every day, you get used to the patterns the manager wants, the intensity he wants. I'm learning every day from all the lads here and trying to be the best player that I can be. He goes on to talk something interesting. I think he was linked with Newcastle, wasn't he, in January as well. This is what he says about why he stayed at Liverpool. After that long period out and all the hard work, I didn't want to give up. It's such a great club and a great team. It's all I wanted to be a part of. Going into the back end of the season now, I know that if I work hard enough, I can get some more minutes and try to contribute to the team as much as I can. I'm looking forward to it. And that's that type of never say die, never give up attitude that Roberto Firmino shows on the pitch every single time he takes to it, isn't it? You know, Danny Ings, imagine working for 2 years to get back to full fitness, to get back to the team that you want to be a part of, and then go out on loan. That's not why he's worked so hard for 2 years. He worked so hard for 2 years to put the red shirt on and go out and perform. So fair play to Danny Ings. Klopp targets ambitious move for DMC to partner Keitner. This is the Wanyama one, isn't it? It's a little bit strange, this one. I mean, if Klopp wants to go for him, sounds, you know, but I don't think Liverpool fans are best pleased all in. I mean, you can't get into Tottenham's side, admittedly a great Tottenham side. According to the Mail, we're now eyeing up Tottenham's midfielder Victor Wanyama. I don't know. I think that's definitely supposed to say Wanyama, but I do like Wanyama as a name. The Kenyans dropped out of Pochettino's first team at the moment, with the Argentine preferring the superb Moussa Dembele and Eric Dyer. Well, I'm not being funny. Like, go and get Moussa Dembele. He's clearly the best player in that side, and he actually is. He's far away the best player on that side. Kane will draw the plaudits. They don't work without Musa Dembele them. We need that kind of steel and determination. A player like Manyama will also provide the kind of protection our defence is currently deprived of. I prefer Ndidi from Leicester, if I'm perfectly honest. Interesting to know your thoughts on all of the 3 news topics so far. Sai, have you got me a topic from a comment, por favor?
So Carlos David said Mane deserves a contract for the miles covered in a defensive role. He's shown he's not scared to do the thankless work.
It's so true, that, isn't it? Actually, I'm just putting together a show for a stat show, a weekly stats and tactics show, I think it's called now, for the website, where we look at like players' influence during the game, and I'm doing it on Roberto Firmino this game, so I've got a 15-20 minute segment on Roberto Firmino and his position and stuff. I could have easily done it on Sadio Mane from the Porto game, because you're right, the work rate that he showed and how many times I saw him picking the ball up in the left back position and tracking back, and it wasn't just Mane, it was Salah, it was Firmino, it's all the front 3, and they're all bought into Jurgen Klopp's philosophy, aren't they? And Jurgen Klopp makes players better by making them become a part of the team, and the team is more than the sum of their parts, and you've got to buy into that, and that's 1 to 11. You know, you can't have someone not pulling the weight in Jurgen Klopp's system, because it shows, and the team isn't as good as it possibly could be. So there we go. I've just got one from George Fairlong. I watched the Bristol City Leeds match, and Ryan Kent looks so promising. Next year, do you think he should be in the squad, or maybe another loan? I'd actually be more interested in your thoughts, George. First of all, thank you for the comments. I've not seen him since he's moved away from Liverpool. But basing it on pre-season, I think he's promising. It's just, it's difficult now, isn't it, George? Because youth football, the ultimate game is billions. But equally, they've got to become self-sufficient, and you've got to be able to train them up and put the millions of pounds that you've put into them and then sell them on and make that a profit as well, because it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it? In that way, you know, you have to have your Jordan Ives for 15 million because that makes the thing profitable. So whether he stays at Liverpool or not, if he's good enough, I'm sure he will do. I think he'll be given the opportunity. You know, we're not like a Chelsea where we get rid of De Bruyne's and Salah's dead early and they go on under Jurgen Klopp, I hope. Suso, I'm looking at you. Hopefully that's just the way that Liverpool are. Hopefully Liverpool make sure that they keep talented players at the football club. Si, have you got another comment for me, please?
Yeah, so on Danny Ings, we've got a little bit of a funny one. Nick Basford said, the question is though, how white are Ings' teeth?
How white are Ings' teeth?
Trying to copy Firmino.
You can now,
if you can accept
players who are happy enough to just rotate
player comments.
Yeah, if you leave South, I'm still going to get you. Hence Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Brian McMahon Gallagher says, I'd be well up for Ndidi, to be honest. Wanyama is just being linked because he scored against us.
Yeah, I love Ndidi. I think he's a quality player. We've talked about him the last 2 weeks on the Red Transfer Roundup on the website, actually. Player that I think is probably the best outside of the top 6 in the league. You know, the question was posed by Steor, if you could pick one player from further down the league, any player from not at a top 6 club, who would it be and why? And I gave Ndidi as mine, because I just think he's quality. You know, he's 21 years old, I think he is now. He's come in for Kante. That's big shoes to fill, although they're really little shoes to fill in actual point of fact. And he's done it, and he's done it really well, and he's a great defensive midfielder, and I think he'd take a step up in the